Next on Good Taste, we're going batty. I need to keep this plate really level, right?
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have a mess on our hands. For one beast of a burger in the hill country. Plus, colorful curries and intriguing spirits from the bar and beyond. Then,
That's a big daddy right there.
this tiny shack dishes up more crawfish than anywhere else in the country. And it's in Texas, y'all. Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tanji Patton. We are smack dab in the middle of the beautiful Texas Hill Country, and we're about to taste one of the best burgers in all of Texas. But that's not all. Next time you head to Fredericksburg, take the back roads.
We came from Houston to Canyon Lake and out to here on our motorcycles and just enjoying this gorgeous day.
Sure, there are beautiful wineries and shops to explore, but follow us to the middle of nowhere for one of the most unique natural wonders in the hill country at Old Tunnel State Park. Come at just the right time and you'll see millions of Mexican free-tailed bats. It is truly a sight to behold.
The bats were just amazing.
Equally amazing, the giant, juicy, delicious burgers you'll find right next door at Alamo Springs Café.
Thick, juicy, cooked to order. It's awesome.
15 years ago, the original owners started selling these beefy beauties out of a one-time saddle shop next to the state park. Nothing flashy, just a half pound of Angus beef, hand-rolled, one at a time by Rita here. Cooked to order, just juicy burger goodness.
Burgers, burgers, burgers.
We found this place like 12 years ago. True story.
Well,
That
thank
was
you.
our first video we ever did on Good Taste.
That's
It was
awesome.
right here.
I did not know that.
It didn't take long for Texas Monthly to take notice too. And current owner Brian O'Neill couldn't be more proud.
We got the #3 burger from Texas Monthly in 2009, but we got really lucky and they loved our burger so much that they put it on the cover. And I heard the #1 burger place went out of business. So
really?
yeah. So we're number 2. We're number
You're
two.
number two.
We're number 2.
That cover burger with cheddar cheese and green chilies is a showstopper. But this boss of a burger takes hunger to new heights and comes with bragging rights.
It is a beast.
We're talking 6 thick half-pound patties paired with a full pound of hand-cut French fries. All on the house if you're up for a challenge.
They basically have to eat that burger in 30 minutes and all the fries and then be able to hold it for 10. They get a t-shirt, honorary hefe.
It's bragging rights.
Bragging rights, and they get a picture on the wall.
Bud, the fry cook, showed me how it's done. I'm a little nervous, Bud.
Just stack them on there. Okay.
Whoa, I need to keep this plate really level, right?
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have a mess on our hands. Okay, it's even
I
bigger
need to
than
move
I
this
imagined.
over just a little bit, like
Whoa. How do you hold all that together?
that. Well, we're gonna try to stab her with this
Whoa.
skewer, just like that.
I think I may have bit off more than I can chew.
Dig in, then. Here you go.
It is so good. The meat's perfect. Burgers aren't the only big deal here. Everything is made from scratch. From thick and hearty homemade chili to a variety of sandwiches, even crisp garden salads topped with perfectly seasoned Texas quail.
The burgers are great. The onion rings are even better.
The giant onion rings have a following all their own, made with thick slices of onions, drenched in buttermilk, and dusted with seasoned flour. Lots of black pepper. This golden fried avocado has a surprise inside. Love it. It's all served in what feels like a cozy cabin in the woods, decked out with all kinds of memorabilia, where you'll feel right at home.
Thank you for your service.
Brian looks right at home in this country cook stop, but he was actually born and raised in the Big Apple.
My grandmother actually is a cook who came over on the boat from Ireland and ran a kitchen and a big mansion on Fifth Avenue.
I mean, you've been in the restaurant business, so
My whole life. My parents owned diners in New York and New Jersey.
when Brian took over 9 months ago, the last thing he wanted to do was change anything. That includes this simple, addictive, roasted garlic and goat cheese appetizer on toasted crostinis. Look at that luscious garlic coming out. And it's soft and it's creamy. Ching ching. Right?
It's really good.
That is delicious. Delicious appetizers, dynamite burgers, and one heck of a hill country experience. That's what you'll find at Alamo Springs Café. Make sure you come hungry.
It's hill country to a T.
A nice little slice of Texas.
We're in the Goya kitchens with the executive chef, Fernando Deza, making a really fun dish. You might call it a party food, a tailgating food, kind of one of those fun dishes anytime. It's good.
Super easy, super creamy and refreshing. So we're gonna make some ham croquettes. Then on top we're gonna do a tuna poke.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add a rocoto crema.
Oh, I love it. All right, let's do it.
So to start, you're gonna make the marinade of the poke, right?
Okay.
First, you're gonna start with some Goya red wine vinegar, some hoisin sauce, some soy sauce.
So a little bit of an Asian flavor going.
Sazonador total, paprika, ají amarillo. It's a Peruvian pepper. You're gonna mix everything in. Then we add some sesame seeds that you just previously toasted. Some Goya lemon juice. We're gonna add some Goya panela. Now, what we're gonna do, we get some fresh tuna, ají tuna. We're gonna add some adobo with pepper just to season them. We're gonna add this tuna to the sauce, and we're gonna let them marinate there for around 15 to 20 minutes.
So while our tuna is marinating,
Then we're gonna make the rocoto crema, all right?
All right.
Very easy. Sour cream, crema fresca, all right? Then if you can help me out with the sazon with achote,
the entire packet.
just a little bit. That's good. That's good. A little bit panela. Then we're gonna put some rocoto. Rocoto, Peruvian pepper. Then we're gonna end it up with some chives. And that's it. You get your crema.
Beautiful.
Now we're gonna put the plate together.
All right, this is gonna be good. So it's ready to go, and just a reminder, the croquettes come already made if you don't want to make your own.
Right. Try it out.
Yum, it looks amazing.
Good, right? Nice and creamy, refreshing, little spicy, sweet.
I love it. The entire recipe, products and all online. A perfect Super Bowl snack. Coming up, Cajun shrimp and monster mud bugs worth waiting in line for. But first, a secret tunnel to tandoor fired kebabs and coriander calamari. We'll be right back. For more information on San Antonio dining, head to visitsanantonio.com. Cisco, at the heart of food and service. Welcome back. The dining scene in Austin is a hot topic. From award-winning barbecue to fancy five-star meals, the capital city has it all. We happen to like a quaint little spot right in the middle of downtown. As a boy, Bali Singh never imagined he'd one day bring the color, spice, and fire of northern India to an award-winning restaurant in Austin. So you knew you wanted to cook, or just loved food?
I just loved food. I had no idea what I wanted to do.
It's a passion that started at home.
I was big time mama's boy. I was always hanging out by her in the kitchen, seeing mom, aunts, everybody cooking. Just got the passion from there.
But it wasn't his love of food that brought Bali to Austin. It was a girl.
I met a very beautiful young lady, and she was from Austin, Texas. And I got invited to come visit her. As soon as we got here, it was just amazing, and I can see myself living here.
That girl became his wife, and Clay Pit is now one of the most talked about restaurants in the capital city.
Oh my God, we love Clay Pit.
Clay Pit is one of probably the best Indian restaurants here in Austin.
Curries cooked packed up with aromatic spices and colorful, kicked-up cocktails.
Ooh, that's nice.
The Clay Pit is tucked into one of the oldest limestone buildings in Austin, a stark contrast to the towering glass and steel of Austin's booming downtown.
There's a lot of history behind this building, and that's really very fascinating.
In the mid-1800s, Rudolph Bertram ran a general store on the first floor, while his family lived upstairs. Down in the basement, there are 2 hidden tunnels.
There's a tunnel that goes from here all the way to Capitol. Don't get any idea, it's blocked up.
No longer exists.
The other tunnel led to a brothel across the street.
Some things are good to be mystery. You don't want to
True.
find too much.
True.
Leave some to imaginations.
Absolutely, lots of imagination there.
It's said the Clay Pit even has a few uninvited guests. For years, employees have seen and felt things they can't explain.
I can assure you that they are very friendly hosts.
They like it here.
And I welcome. Stay around, stick around, no worries.
With food like this, it's no wonder the spirits are staying put. Clay Pit's mouth-watering menu is a sort of East meets West fusion.
Our food is very Indian, but what we have done is we have contemporized the way we do present to people. That we want it to be very inviting and approachable.
The calamari is Indianized with a dusting of coriander. The mussels get an Indian twist too, simmered in a sensational garlic and red wine curry.
He's got some amazing dishes that are a good fusion.
Bali was the head chef at Clay Pit when he just happened to meet 2 guys from India who loved Indian food as much as he did.
We are all friends. We all met at the Clay Pit. Surprisingly, a couple walked in as a customer and we just struck a conversation, became friends. Navdeep came here to buy something and we became friends.
Soon they became partners and bought the Clay Pit together.
It's probably my favorite Indian food in all of Austin.
The chicken tikka masala in creamy tomato butter sauce is a standout. The ever-popular kebabs are fired up in a real tandoor oven.
I love the kebabs, but this is by far, I think, the best North Indian food.
The chicken medallions are a house specialty, stuffed with spinach, mushrooms, onions, and paneer. Don't overlook the kicked-up cocktails. The Clay Pit infuses vodka with ginger, mango, and cayenne.
Very aromatic.
It's the best mimosa you can ever find in this world.
Those cocktails pair perfectly with all this flavorful food, like the signature chicken vindaloo.
Truly, it's about the spices, right? As I'm standing here, all of the aromatics are just flowing in our direction.
Turmeric, paprika, cumin, coriander. It's a magic marinade for this chicken. Cook up some cumin seeds and onions. Then add the chicken, tomato puree, potatoes, peppers, and cilantro.
Cheers. Oh, so good.
Take some time to relish the aromas, savor the spices, and sip on some spirits. Just be careful you don't run into one. Coming up, a few of my favorite wines in my wine finds. But first, Cajun crab legs and the most massive crawfish I've ever seen. It's gonna get messy. Good Taste will be right back. We'd love to share Good Taste. Head to our website at goodtaste.tv, where you'll find delicious recipes from top chefs, my latest wine finds, and restaurant recommendations. Plus, you can see all of our episodes right here. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B. Blink and you'll miss it. A small red shack on the edge of little Crosby, Texas.
It's the best.
Don't pass it by. This little seafood shanty just happens to be the most popular destination for crawfish in America.
They get bigger than that, that's for sure.
Look how big.
Big monster Louisiana crawfish at the Crawfish Shack.
But we're not in Louisiana, y'all. These monster mud bugs are right here in Texas.
We'll drive here every time. It's worth it.
The secret seasoning and superior quality are why you'll find lines out the door every day at the Crawfish Shack. Believe me, it's worth the wait.
I don't know that I've ever seen one this big. Look at that.
It's a BYOB picnic table party here, where you can crack a beer and crack open all the crawfish, crab legs, and Cajun boiled shrimp you can eat.
I think it's one of the best places you can be when it comes to seafood or crawfish.
That's all thanks to the Crawfish Shack's Louisiana Bayou-born owner, Dan Moe.
That's a big daddy right there. We take a lot of pride in the quality of our crawfish, so we not only cull out the dead ones, but we also cull out all the small ones to make sure that we're putting out a good product. That's why we're the #1 crawfish place in the country.
There you have it.
That's what keeps the crowds coming. Dan, his wife Jen, and his busy team can boil up to 6,000 pounds of crawfish a day.
How long is the average wait time?
It can get out to an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes.
Really?
It's not really like a bad wait though, because we're BYOB, they can sit out there with their cooler.
It's part of the experience.
It's part of the experience.
If you come on the weekend, you better get here before noon. Otherwise, you're going to sit out there and drink beer in the parking lot for a while.
Dan risked everything to start, with only a tiny building in a parking lot and a single drive-through window.
We had a 10 by 12 building, and we were extremely slow. Sit in my drive-through window for an hour, hour and a half, wouldn't see a car.
But for Dan, this was a second chance after leaving the restaurant business behind when it nearly cost him his life.
Hey, tell me what happened at the previous restaurant you worked at.
Well, I was closing up at night, and as we were walking to my truck, we were jumped by 2 guys with ski masks. Then they took us down a dark gravel road, told us to get out, take off running. They shot many, many times, hopefully in the air, but we were running side to side thinking they were shooting at us. Kind of get chills bringing it back.
Oh my God. Did it change anything for you in your life in terms of perspective?
Just how precious life is, and hug your kids tight and tell them you love them often, and enjoy the beauty of each day.
And thankfully, nearly 20 years later, business is booming.
It's just the best around. That's why we keep coming back.
You can still get to go at the drive-thru or dine in, like I did with the locals.
I love it. I come here like 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah.
And you're going to teach me how.
So what we're going to do is you want to grab it and you want to pinch the tail right here. You want to crack it.
Crack it, all right.
You're going to pull it. Yeah.
It's so good.
Grab a shack trio with Cajun shrimp, a cluster of snow crab, corn, and potatoes.
You know, the tail slides out, you suck the head and get all that water and seasoning out of it. It's perfect.
For all the flavor with none of the fuss, try the Louisiana etouffee. It's loaded with crawfish tail meat and served over rice. The secret, as they say, is in the sauce.
So everything gets the same seasoning?
Same seasoning, exactly. It's our seasoning that we perfected over 17 years.
Yeah, it's a good one. We're still trying to get some of that recipe.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll wear him down.
Here's what I can tell you. Low in salt, full of fragrant garlic, citrus zest, and hot pepper.
Very good.
That's good stuff.
So good.
It's one of the best places, and I really recommend it to everyone.
And so do I.
Time for my wine finds. For our last show of the season, I wanted to share some of my very favorite wine finds. Wines that over-deliver for the price, and wines you'd find on my table a lot. I want to start with sparkling. I love champagne. Sparklings, bubbles, always fun. This is one I go to time and time again. The Nicolas Fouillat. This is the Reserve exclusive. It's dry, it's crisp, classic French champagne. Love it for about $28 a bottle. Up next, when I'm drinking Chardonnay, this is one of the ones I go to as well. Sonoma Vineyards. It's made by Rodney Strong. It's classic Chardonnay, I think a little more Burgundian style. It's not a butter bomb. It's really nice, but it does have a lot of the wonderful fruit you expect from anything in California. It's just a good to Chardonnay for $16.98 a bottle. All right, this has got to be one of the best wine finds of all time. I'm a big fan of this. The Columbia Crest H3 Cabernet from Washington State. Washington State cabs in general, they're lush, they're soft, they're beautiful. This is an incredible wine. It gets 90 points and the value is not to be believed. It's only $10.98 a bottle. Okay, up next, another one I love all the Juan Gil wines. This is the Monastrell. It's a Mourvedre. It comes from the Umea region in Spain. It's aged in French oak, and you're going to get a lot of luscious dark fruits, some creme de cassis, lots of toasty notes as well. The Juan Gil Monastrell is about $13 a bottle. Delish. Up next, one of my go-to Cabernets. This is a winner, the Chateau Buena Vista Cabernet from Napa Valley. It's luscious, it's velvety, it's everything you want with a Cabernet, including the price. The Chateau Buena Vista Cabernet is $34.99 a bottle. As always, every single time, I find all my wines right here at HEB.
Stay right there. Details on a cool getaway weekend when we come right back. Sign up right now for a chance to win a luxurious weekend at the Houstonian Hotel. Also, dinner for two at the Houstonian's stunning new restaurant, Tribute. Love our show? We'd love you to follow us on Facebook at Good Taste with Tanji. You can find us on Instagram at Good Taste TV. To get our delicious recipes, click on our website. Better yet, sign up for our newsletter. You get the recipes right in your inbox. That's all our time for this week. We'll save you a seat next time. Till then, cheers to good taste.
This is El Jefe. Right here. Look at that. Look at his tail. Oh! Get it off. Sorry, cut.
You wanted one that was more lively. You got it.
We got it.
You got it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.